Hello there. My name is Albert, and I am an INFJ myself. And I'm going to start making a channel about INFJs because I barely see anybody talk about it. I barely see any forums on Facebook that pretty much talks about INFJs, but the INFP one is always active. So this would be my first video, so I hope you like it. So far as my INFJ experience, for starters, INFJ have a very powerful intuition, and it is known as our NI, which is the same as introverted intuition. It is our most dominant function, and it is what helps us observe the world carefully. But we tend to be more inside of our heads than our foots on the ground. That way, the way I look at the NI is that our brain works like a sponge. We absorb everything we see, and then we analyze the information, looking for trends to how everything is connected with each other. We sorry about that. We are like FBI special agents from the BAU, Behavior Analysis Unit, just like the criminal mind. And the reason why I say this is because we tend to make theories, a lot of theories about what is supposed to happen in the future with the information we have absorbed. So it's like we're also scientists. That is why we tend to be very good at school, because we have this mentality that everything is there for a reason, which in reality it is. It is true. The best example I can give about how our introverted intuition works is that every information that we attain is a small fraction of the puzzle to understand the big picture. That's how I see it. See? And next, I'm going to touch our second most dominant function, which is our FE, also known as the extroverted feeling. And this is pretty much what makes an INFJ the noble prince or noble princess that we tend to be, because our FE help us connect to other people. I may not know other INFJ in person, but I can make an assumption based on what I have observed myself. I connect to people because I tend to be very understandable. I treat others just like I would like to be treated. And when I see a you know, face expression, I tend to think, if that was me right now with that face expression, what would I be feeling? You know? So that's one thing, like that's the first start that help us always know exactly how the other person is feeling. And to put it in better words, it's like we have a perfect combination with our FE and the TI, which is known as the introverted thinking, and mixed a little bit with our SE, that stands for extroverted sensing. When when I talk with people, we oh no, sorry, when we talk with people, we are known as a healer or a counselor or a great listener, because we are very good with words, and we are very patient. So, but again, in my experience, for example, I'm very good with words because I say what I wanted to hear from others when I was sad or depressed. You know? It's like we know what to say because we use our SE function to go back in time and look for our wounded self to excavate the word that we wanted to hear on that time. So, when we heal a friend, a stranger, a family, or anyone else, we're actually healing our wounded self as well. And maybe that is one of the main reasons we have a powerful and rich inner life. So, to end this video, INFJs are sad creatures indeed, including myself because I'm one of them, but it is not because we want to. It is because few people are able to heal our soul in a way we can heal others. So we feel alone because we tend to suffer alone because it's like we have no other choice because when we express ourselves, other people are they're just like clueless. What are we talking about? They don't have the same patience we do. So once again, just as the final sentence, and my message as an INFJ for other people out there who has an INFJ as a friend, lover, family, or anything else, remember that he or she might be or can be a bit depressive because we tend to overthink about life very often, and it is really not our fault, but it is our introverted intuition the one to blame. So if you want to get closer to one of us or to any INFJs or NF, the best you can do is sorry, is to make yourself look like you're suffering the same destiny. We say, yeah, just make sure you look that you're actually suffering the same pain. We may be quiet. We I cannot I'm not gonna lie about that. We may be quiet people, but if you want to get closer to any of us, just try to talk about any subject about life, religion. What do you think about religion? Just not go into deep saying that your religion is correct. Just talk about religion in general. Talk about God, or maybe talk about politics, science, nature, love, family, or even better, your own life, the testimony of your own life. What have you suffered? What have you gone through? What makes you who you are? You know? And if you do that, you will actually be doing a huge favor for us because we will have one sack of potatoes left in our shoulder to carry. Like we will just throw it and we will feel better. And that will also help us feel that we are not alone. And it's not that we are pessimists, it's like we like to see other people having an open mind. We like to see people that not everything is beautiful. We like to have, or we like to talk with people that understands that there's a lot of good things, just as much as there's a lot of bad things, you know, because that's life. And that's pretty much life. So once again, you want to get close to us, just talk about yourself, talk about what makes who you are, or talk about something that you believe. But please, a word of advice, try to do it not too rough, not too strong, because if you're one, let's say one of these hardcore Jehovah Witnesses or Catholic or Adventists, we we're not going to get into that matter unless if you're already in that congregation that you like that conversation. But normally I've noticed that most INFJ have an incredible issue in believing in God, or it's just like they just don't believe in the concept too much in it. So the best advice that I can say, try to keep it cool, try to keep it that you understand that there's more in life than just what we see, and it'll be a great thing. So thank you for watching, and this is my first video, and you'll see more of it regardless of the INFJ, of course. Peace.